What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social back at HSSP back at it again for episode 41 after a little bit of hiatus.
June
1st, baby.
It's 1st. Hot.
It's actually officially summer
season.
It's
fucking hot.
It's hot. Yep. It's actually, but like for real summer in Houston now.
Yeah, my air conditioner's not working right.
Yeah, you just you take a shower, and then as soon as you walk out the door, you're already breaking a sweat. And you're like, what? Yeah, I hate it.
Bro, even after I take a shower, I'm sweating.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But, yeah, I'm glad to be back. My name is Justin.
Sham Wild, Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Bam Amazing. I'm sorry, Sham Amazing.
Sham Bam Goddamn.
I know. Shut up.
Sham Bam Goddamn. You forgot it last time.
Shut up, Sham Bam Goddamn.
I had to check you.
It's your boy coming in hot. Let's go. Let's get it in.
We got a good episode for you today.
Like always.
It's just nothing new. We got some Texans news, NFL news, Rockets news, some crazy drama going on with the Rockets. I'm sure you'll love that. We got some NBA news at the finals.
Fuck that shit.
Game one of the finals is already
Bro, I boycott the finals.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
Boycotting the finals.
You are. We'll talk about the Astros, some crazy Carlos Correa news that we're going to discuss. And then we're going to talk about Major League Baseball. We're going to debate a hotly debated subject that's going on in baseball right now. And then boxing and MMA, we got some big news coming out of boxing right now. And then we have Fight Night 153 tonight. And then what is?
So I'm trying to start a movement, right? No. But I gotta say it.
I want it to be a surprise at the end.
Okay, because I wanted to give him like a little thing.
Yeah, I got you. Just do what you gotta do. Okay.
All right. Cool.
So we'll get to that. So without further ado, we're gonna hit on the Texans. So remember during the draft how Ryan Griffin found out that we drafted Kahale Warring.
And he got pissed off.
He punched a window and got arrested. Yeah. So this is coming per Aaron Wilson. Ex-Texans tight end Ryan Griffin's misdemeanor vandalism and public intoxication cases were dismissed today in Nashville, Tennessee at a settlement conference according to court records. Paid $195 in court costs. Griffin was released by the team weeks after being arrested during the draft. So I guess he got off. He paid it off a little bit, and they settled. But watch this. What I was thinking about, watch this dude end up on the Patriots.
And then win a championship?
With Gronk retiring, and he knows the system. Yeah. He knows the system.
And win a championship.
They get him for cheap because not a lot of people are going to want to get him after he had this little outburst.
Yeah. Hasn't this happened to us a lot, though? Yeah. Where
so that Steven Anderson guy?
We let go of a player, and like they end up doing really good.
Because it's similar systems and everything, yeah. So I want to monitor that and see where he goes. That would really, really suck.
Hey, at one point, like there needs to be some surprising news. Cause I'm drinking this water, but I want like one of those like spit out my water moments. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean?
But we had the show notes before, so this is really your segment at the end might do that for me. I'm not even looking at it. So as you all probably know by now, OTAs, organized team activities, are upon us for the Texans. Houston's what?
No, I was saying woo. I'm excited.
Woo. So excited.
So
much excitement. Much excitement. So Houston's very own Pat D-Stat on Twitter, he says, my last OTA's tidbit, Dante Foreman is in great shape and it shows. You can tell he wants to get the pads on so he can cut it loose some as a runner to really see where he is. He looks locked in, and him and OB's heart-to-heart last season really helped him as a pro. This is really good news because our running back position was kind of faltering. I know Lamar Miller was a Pro Bowler, but he only had 900-something yards the whole season.
And it's like 900 is decent.
It's decent.
But you need to get
he only got in the Pro Bowl because somebody else got hurt. So this is good because I feel like Lamar Miller, he should be utilized as that finesse guy, the speed guy, and Dante Foreman should be the thumper.
Absolutely.
Boy. But he had his Achilles. They tried to plug him in last season. He didn't look too hot. He still showed a lot of rust, and it showed. So, we'll monitor that. We're going to have lots of OTA stuff coming out now. Football is only so far away, man. It's really close. It's a promise.
I don't know.
We're in
I
June
can't
right
say if I'm excited for this season.
I'm
not
nervously
excited for
excited.
the Texans. I'm not excited. I want to see what the Eagles can do and what the Browns can do. Like right now,
Browns are going to be the sleeper team.
Yeah,
right? Not
and, like,
sleeper team. They got a lot of attention
Right.
now, but they're going to be like everybody's darling team right now.
Yeah, but those are two teams that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
Now. Bro, did you fart?
No, it wasn't me. I would have told you if I farted. I would have told you, asshole. You're just going to call me out on
Bro, it's only us two in the room right now.
Still, I didn't fart. Just for the record, I didn't fart. Because people said I had explosive diarrhea after you said I had explosive diarrhea.
Well, I was asking if you had explosive diarrhea.
And I said no, but they still felt the need to ask me, you dick.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I had to rule that one out first.
Well, it was ruled out
like,
many times. Anyways, moving on.
Explosive diarrhea. I don't have to be
ashamed
about it.
All right, so, okay.
That shit come out your ass. Explosively.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so this is kind of awkward. So there was Arnold Schwarzenegger was at a charity something. He was in a basketball court, and he was just standing there, and he got drop kicked by some random kid.
Bro, like what the hell? Like
because Arnold Schwarzenegger looks rough, like he looks old, like old
70.
And he got drop kicked. Like I was scared he got like hurt, but he did it. He got out of it. But that was a mean drop kick.
Because it's the Terminator.
Yeah, I know, right? But he got a mean drop kick, and I was worried about that. So he survived it. But this is so J.J. Watt got married last weekend. Not married, engaged. He proposed. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
So this is really awkward. I thought this was really funny. Schwarzenegger on Instagram, he goes, "Congratulations, my man." This is towards JJ. If you need someone to officiate, I happen to have the power. And JJ Watt, with his old awkward ass, he goes, at Schwarzenegger, haha, now that would be legendary. I promise I'll protect you from all drop kicks. Like, this dude just got drop kicked, like, fresh. It's still fresh in his mind. Why are you going to bring it up?
It's kind of like too soon.
You. He complimented you, and you're just going to, like, say that? Like, I thought that was kind of dickish and, like, weird to say.
But I don't think he meant it as dickish. I think he was just being, like, really, like, sincere. Yeah. So, but, I probably wouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah. But, that's it for Texans news. We're just going to monitor the OTAs, see what goes on as football approaches us.
No, I was just saying, was this thing supposed to be turned? Because this to the side.
Yeah, just put it sideways. Put it straight.
Put it straight?
Yeah.
Like all the other ones?
That's probably why your mic is not.
Hold on, wait. No.
Okay. All right. So on to NFL news. So the Packers were injury riddled last season.
Oh, absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers was hurt. Their offensive line was hurt, and they suffered for it. Well, they recently got a new coach, Matt LaFleur, right? So
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not intimidate.
No, okay.
That does not intimidate anybody.
Yeah, I know, right? So this is coming from Michael Silver on Twitter. New coach Matt LaFleur suffered a torn Achilles tendon playing in a knockout.
What?
I got you. New coach.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah, get the water. Mm-hmm. New coach Matt LaFleur suffered a torn Achilles tendon playing in a
what?
In a knockout game on a Lambeau Hoops court Wednesday night, and will have surgery Sunday. So get this: the first comment. Damn, put the coach on IR. Packers gonna have to play without a head coach.
What?
Man,
how does a coach get hurt, bro?
That's unheard of. He was playing basketball. He tore his whole Achilles.
Oh, man. I mean,
does that come on the team dime? I mean, how does that work?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, bro. Because you got.
I'm sure he does because he's under contract from the team, though.
Yeah, but he got hurt outside the job.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So regardless,
true.
you know.
That's true. All right, moving on to NFL.
We can all learn from that.
Yes, we can. Lesson learned today.
Mm-hmm. So the more you know.
The more you know. Rainbow flying across the screen. Reuben Foster, the new Redskins linebacker, they got him from San Francisco after he got cut from that team for a domestic violence dispute. His first practice snap for the Redskins, he went down and he crumpled down. He was grabbing his knee. Mm-hmm. And his very first snap, like first and only snap. And so everybody was just like, holy shit. So this is coming from Ian Rappaport. Redskins linebacker Reuben Foster, who underwent successful surgery from Dr. James Andrew on Tuesday, suffered a torn ACL and LCL. Sources say the LCL was the additional damage. Foster is already raising his leg and should be good to go for the 2020 regular season. a lot of people just jokingly, I don't know if it's jokingly or not, but apparently Redskins Stadium is built on like ancient Indian, Native American burial grounds because they always have a catastrophic injury before every season. So there has to be some kind of voodoo magic.
Move the stadium.
Move the stadium. Yeah, just straight
team.
up relocate. Just relocate. Or sell the team. Dan Snyder's such a dick. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
I mean, kind of like. I don't want to say he deserved it.
You know, the Redskins are still not trademarked. I kind of think he
deserves it. Huh?
The Redskins are still not trademarked. Remember their logo?
Yeah.
It got de-trademarked or deregulated or something.
Right.
And South Park did an episode with a bunch of Redskins logos.
Yeah, that was like years ago.
I know,
though.
But it's still not. So I could put a Redskins logo on our podcast and we'll be all right. Like, they wouldn't have to worry about nothing.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Moving on. This kind of pissed me off.
Why did it piss you off, Justin?
Just the luck. So, Colts currently have the longest active drought of QBs drafted, 7 drafts. Colts drafted QB Chandler Harnish in 2012 and have signed Chad Kelly in the 2019 free agency. They're both Mr. Irrelevance. Yeah. Number 1 overall pick Andrew Luck has shared a QB room with the only 2 Mr. Irrelevant QBs in the 21st century. They just get lucky because they had Peyton Manning for such a long time. Then as soon as he got hurt with his neck thing, they drafted Andrew Luck.
I mean, it's a matter of luck, but it's also them being fucking smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Realizing that, hey, Peyton Manning's
their new GM is actually really smart,
but
too.
like they actually realize, Peyton Manning's get up in age.
Yeah.
Not a lot of quarterbacks can go past 40.
And they could have been loyal and stuck with them. I mean, he did win a Super Bowl in Denver, but I mean, they were looking forward.
But that was more on the defense than the offense in a way, though.
That's true.
But like not everybody could be like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I still say it's not just Tom Brady, it's the system.
True.
So, like, that's why he's being
Thriving
able to, like, thrive.
Okay.
Even at an old age.
True.
Older age, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Elderly, ripe old age. But, okay, so that's it for the Colts. I just hate that they're in our division. They've been so lucky when we've been struggling with QB so much.
But we've been struggling with everything, not just QB.
Yeah, that's true. But QB has been but we got our Deshaun Watson, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Everything works out in the long-term future. Another Ian Rappaport tweet. Panthers are making full push to sign free agent defensive tackle Gerald McCoy on his official visit. Gerald McCoy is somebody that I would have liked on the Texans just because J.J. Watt's getting up there. Mm-hmm. He's been banged up a lot. If Clowney goes, this guy would be another interior rusher. Because if you watch the games, like the edge, they would get it, but there was no inside push.
Right.
So the running backs would just run around. I mean, the outside guys, they're useless because he's running around.
Yeah, so basically he can just run through.
Basically,
There's a hole in the...
So we'll see where he ends up signed up. He was cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow. He was just getting old in age, and he wanted a lot of money. He wanted to get his last, because he's up there. He's like 30-something. He wanted to get his last big paycheck. So it was just a business decision by them. So they just had to choose loyalty over money, I guess. So I mean, they chose money.
Chose money over loyalty.
I messed that up. Okay, so that's it for the NFL.
Go ahead.
We look forward to just hearing news around. So now let's get to the Rockets draft. So let me just set up the scene. So there was a report that initially that Mike D'Antoni and the Rockets were working on an extension. Then he was trying to get a 3-year extension. Mm-hmm. Then that apparently fell through. There was another report saying that it fell through. Contract talks have ended. He's just going to play out his last year. Now, what's weird is Tillman Fertitta and Daryl Morey and Tad Brown, the front office people, everybody except for Mike D'Antoni, decided to throw an impromptu press conference. So I'm just going to play that for you. It's really weird.
That's going to be on 3?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Ready?
Yep, go ahead. Okay.
Daryl, was it problematic for you guys that Adrian reported that all your players on the roster are on the market, especially Chris?
Well, I said I picked on him, after he checked with me afterwards. But I said I didn't understand how it was news because we're always going to do trades to upgrade the
that's
roster.
any team.
I would prefer that stuff not get out, but it is what it is.
How closely do you work? What's the standing operating procedure on when you're shaping the roster? Are you constantly in contact with Mike?
Absolutely.
I mean, is that kind of typical?
No, I mean, I think that's the thing that's amazing. Like, we would never hire a key player or hire a key staff without being in constant communication. And So the notion that, things are not on the same page, there can be some tension during those periods where we're working on extension, but I have a great relationship with Mike. Tillman has a great relationship with Mike. Tad does. Our whole organization does. And that's going to be what matters. And we're going to have a great year next year. And then we'll work it out for the future. Mike's one of the best coaches I've ever worked with.
Let me just say this. Daryl has told me, because I do not have a lot of experience with NBA coaches. I've always known them where I just met them on a social basis. Daryl has told me over and over that Mike's the best head coach he's ever had, that he's enjoyed working with. Okay, and he said that to me on numerous occasions. So.
Yeah, so that was weird. They felt like they needed to address it right then and there, and it was just it looked really rushed. Like they just wanted to get out ahead of the story. They didn't have D'Antoni there. It seemed like there was everybody except for D'Antoni. If you want to squash like rumors like that, you got to have everybody there, right?
Right.
That's why like whenever somebody has like a dispute, they get both parties there. They try to squash it.
Yeah,
make it a
in a perfect
non-story.
world, did that.
But that just made it look kind of more suspect. Now, there was another report that came out. This is from Landry Locker. So he tweets, another lie by Fertitta. I told you guys to look at the fine print of the contract and the buyout. $2.5 million base salary and a buyout. He posted a Houston Chronicle article that says Mike D'Antoni's agent says Rockets' offer was not what it seems. This is from Jonathan Fagan. The gulf between the Rockets and coach Mike D'Antoni in talks on a contract extension appears significantly greater than described Thursday, or than any could be bridged. The contract offer made to D'Antoni was considerably smaller than the $5 million that had been depicted by owner Tillman Fertitta and general manager Daryl Morey in a hastily called news conference Thursday, according to D'Antoni's agent, leading to the decision to turn it down and coach next season on the final year of his current contract, which pays $4.5 million. Warren Legary said that the Rockets' offer would not be worth $5 million in the 2020-2021 season if the Rockets failed to make the playoffs or D'Antoni was fired during the season. So that just shows how big the rift is, how both parties were not on the same page, and that's just not a good look from an owner. I feel like Tillman Fertitta, he kind of is trying to run the team like a restaurant. He's trying to cut these deals. He's trying to save penny pinch. Because when you're in a business, you're trying to minimize expenses, maximize profits, right?
Yeah.
But you can't do that. When you're an owner and this is your window and you got James Harden in his prime, your window is closing everything. Because basketball is all about windows. It opens and closes. Mm-hmm. You know all about that. With the Spurs, they had their window and then they closed, right? And it's looking to reopen again, but that takes time. That's a process, right?
Of course. I mean, with the Spurs, it's always going to be a long process.
Yeah, exactly.
With or without Popovich.
Exactly.
But the thing is, when it's going to be without Popovich, I don't know how that's just going to turn out.
So you got to, as a new owner, you got to, because Les Alexander, he was more of our old owner. He was more of a hands-off approach. He let the basketball people do the basketball things. Mm-hmm. They'd consult him a little bit for money things, and then he'd be like, all right, do it. But this guy, Tillman Fertitta, he's a businessman. He wants to get his face out there. He wants to get his brand out there. He wants to be involved. And he's getting a little too involved. And he was the one that wanted to cut off the talks with D'Antoni's agent. Now, the general manager is the general manager is the boss of the coach. Okay. And then the owner is the boss of the general manager. So Tillman Fertitta is cutting the middleman. And you could see Daryl Morey in that press conference. It was kind of awkward. Mm-hmm. Tillman Fertitta actually cut him off a little bit there. And you could see kind of on his face, like Tillman Fertitta's kind of scared to talk. Because, his boss is right there. He's the one cutting the check for him, right? So it just shows that rift. All three people want different things.
Wait. You said Tillman Fertitta's scared to talk?
No, Daryl Morey was scared to talk.
Morey.
Yeah, because his boss is standing right there. But it's a mess right now. Hopefully everything, because there's a lot of trade rumors going on, trading Chris Paul, trading Clint Capella. The only people they said they're not going to trade is James Harden.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, but I don't know what direction we're going to go, because if we trade, we're kind of deadlocked because we're strapped for money too.
Because of those two players.
Yep.
Because of Clint Capella and because of Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Clint Capella, look, I said, do not give him that fucking money. Do not give him money because he's not going to play the same way.
You did say
and he did it. he did not play the same way as he did last year. He wasn't hungry, dude.
Nope.
He wasn't. And the same with Chris Paul is like, well, I didn't say shit about Chris Paul. I was just really unsure about giving him that kind of money. I understood why he wanted it, but as like from a business sense, it didn't make sense to give him that much.
And you know what sucks about those contracts? They get so the front one he gets a set amount of money, then it increases each year. So each year you're on the hook for more and more money and less cap space. So
see, because my thing, I would put so much shit in those contracts. I was like, okay, in order for you to get more money, you have to do this,
incentivize,
this,
and this. Yeah. A lot of contracts are set up like that, but the way Chris Paul wanted his contract to be, he wanted it to be guaranteed because he knows he's on the back end of his career.
And I've been like, okay,
yeah,
well,
a lot of older
he's
players
gonna be the back end of his trade.
Yeah, shit. So we'll see what kind of magic Daryl Morey pulls out, or whether we're back to square one, being mediocre.
Yeah.
So we'll monitor that. But that's it for the Rockets drama. Let's move on to the NBA before we touch on the finals. Let's hit some stuff. This was a Giannis quote. They were talking to him. He said, quote, "I feel like this year it was just boom, power through, guys. And then my back was hurting. I could still play more. If we were playing today, I could play. I could have an even longer season. But at the end of the day, I want to be more skilled. I want to make my game easier."
Jump shot. You need a jump shot.
3-point shot too, man.
God damn. You need a shot, just
he's
period.
set in the paint, but the Raptors stifled him big time. Because there's only so much you can do in the paint before they just start crashing. Because you could see his defenders sagging off of him so bad. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're an NBA player, and if your defender is like 8 feet away from you and you're behind the arc, that's like a slap in the face.
That's the thing. Though. If he gets the shot, bro, he'd be probably one of the best player.
Exactly, yeah.
In the league.
Yeah.
Like, legit. Because it's like, in the paint, almost nobody can stop him.
Yep.
You know
Even to your mid-range point, this was another quote from that same full quote. He said, "I won games coming down the stretch like that. For you to score and to be a closer, you got to be able to add mid-range shots.
Yep.
A lot of easy shots. I feel like this year, but he said, I feel like last year I was so comfortable shooting my mid-range shot, my fadeaway in the right post, doing all that, one leg, two legs, getting into the paint, shooting over guys, winning games. But I guess this year he took a dip. He came to mid-range, and it showed, man. If he can only get better. He's still a young player. He's still molding, but
23, right?
You got to adapt to the game. You got to adapt to the game.
Got to. Like, it's so hard to recognize where the game's going.
Yeah, because the game's always changing. Yep.
Yeah, but like, if you're so lucky or you're smart enough to see it early on, bro, and then just keep practicing that.
For sure. But yeah, I just thought that was really kind of self-inflective of Giannis to say, because he's still so young.
Well, that's good then.
That's good. That's really good. You can see his talks with Kobe.
Self-awareness.
Yeah, I know. So this is coming from Shams Charania. The Los Angeles Clippers have been fined $50,000 by the NBA for violating the league's anti-tampering rule when Doc Rivers publicly commented on Kawhi Leonard. He just said he was just talking about how Kawhi is such a great player, and he was just like complimenting him and stuff. But I guess that counts as tampering because he's a coach and he's talking about another player.
How is that tampering?
Because the Clippers have been linked to Kawhi for so long about getting him this next offseason because they have enough space for max money.
But isn't Kawhi under like what, a 2 or 3 year contract?
No, because remember
he's on a 1 year contract.
This was a rental. Remember? Because he still owed money. He was still on a contract with the Spurs, and then they traded him. Remember? He still had 1 year on his deal, so he's a rental. And then next year, that's why the Raptors are trying so hard to keep him. That's why everybody's wondering where he's going to go, whether he's going to go to the Lakers, whether he's going to go to all this stuff. So
no, if he goes to the Lakers, dude, that'd be some bullshit.
That would be some bullshit. Definitely some bullshit.
Him and LeBron, fuck no.
Nope.
Fuck that.
Ugh.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I fucking love LeBron, but it's like
that'd be like Jordan. That'd be like Jordan and Pippen all over again. You get your defensive guy.
It wouldn't be Pippen, bro. Like, just pick like Patrick Ewing, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one of the best all around players, then another great all around player.
Yeah.
Together and just dominate the fucking league. For Golden State, who?
Yep. So this is coming from Jay Lewenberg. He says, the Raptors reached out to the league multiple times during this season when they felt the Clippers had crossed the line of their not-so-subtle pursuit of Leonard. I'm told, would imagine today's $50K anti-tampering fine had as much to do with those incidents as Doc's comments. So the Raptors were on that ass. They were like, hey, stop trying to get our guy. So they told on them. So
bunch of little bitches. But
bunch of little bitches. Okay, so talking about more finals related stuff. Anthony Slater tweets, Steve Kerr on KD's calf injury. Quote, this is not like a sore ankle or a sore knee and he can play through it. This is a tricky one. If you re-injure the calf, that's it. Which is true because first comment is if he dies, he dies. So this just shows like this KD thing might be a lot worse than originally thought, man. Like,
Yeah, but
because there were reports that are saying he was going to be able to play mid series, mid finals, but Steve Kerr's making it seem like this is like a lot more
like he's out for the whole fucking series.
Yeah, like you're just on that like threat because those muscles, those little microtubules. If it's hurt and if you tear it again, that's a tear because it's already been weakened.
Dr. Justin
coming in. Should have been a doctor. But yeah, man. So how do you think these Warriors are gonna do?
Oh, dude, I could give a shit about this fucking finals. You fucking know that. I could give a shit. I really just do not care. The two teams that I did not want in the finals are in the fucking finals.
Yep.
I could give a shit how this goes. I kind of want, I want Golden State to lose, but I don't know if my hate for Golden State is greater than my hate for Kawhi.
That's true.
Like, I'm
You're
saying,
so
I'm
torn right now. It's
yeah, I was
weird.
really torn. It's just like, and like I'm trying to look past it. I've been trying so hard because Kawhi, I can legit say Kawhi's a great player, but it's just the way he left.
He burned you.
I can't let that
He
go.
broke your heart.
I can't let that go.
Don't break my heart. Say you love me again.
Back of my hand, name on it. I'm just saying. All right, so anyway, let's go move on to the Raptors viewership.
Okay. This is coming from Blake Murphy. Raptors viewership numbers set another record high last night. 3.3 million viewers, 7.4 million reached.
He said, what, 3.4 million viewers?
3.3 million viewers, 7.4 million reached total. So this finals is actually entertaining. I thought it was going to be a shit show. I thought it was going to be like another Warriors-Portland series where the Raptors just got smacked. Yeah. But no, it was legit competitive the whole time. And one thing that had to do with this was Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam in his NBA Finals debut already joining some elite company. Most points in the first NBA Finals game, last 30 seasons. He had 32 points in his first Finals. He's in line with Allen Iverson in 2001 with 48, Kevin Durant in 2012 with 36, 91 with Michael Jordan with 36, 99 with Tim Duncan, 33, and then 2006 with Jason Terry with 32, and 96 with Sean Kemp at 32. So this dude is
I bet he can't do that in the actual season.
Yeah, I know, right? But he's a pretty decent kid. He was scouted by Luc Mbah Moute. He was actually at Texas Tech, I believe it was, the school he went to for a little bit to train. But yeah, this kid's like a really high commodity, man. He's really young, and so the Raptors are going to have him for a really long time. And I feel like he's going to really help them in the long run.
We'll see.
This is coming from Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast. The Raptors refused to include Pascal Siakam in a trade offer to Spurs for Kawhi Leonard. So it's crazy how this all worked full circle. Spurs acquired DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and a 2019 first-round pick for Leonard and Danny Green. The Raptors reportedly refused to include Siakam and OG Anunoby in trade talks for Leonard. Quote, my understanding is that they would not trade him, said Tim Bontemps on the Brian Windhorst and Hoops Collective podcast. No, he was not available. I don't think so either.
The Spurs already knew. Goddamn.
Yep.
Spurs always knows.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
Do you have anything to say about that? Anything else?
I'm boycotting the finals. Oh, so like I was hearing some stuff. So like Drake was over there, with Team Light Skin.
Yeah.
Talking shit to Team Light Skin.
The players. He was wearing a Del Curry jersey. He was wearing Steph Curry's dad's jersey. Just to kind of troll
adorable.
him. Yeah.
That's adorable. So he's over there talking shit
to
the other Light
he's
Skin.
talking shit. And then after the game, Draymond actually went up to him and they were like barking at each other and stuff. They actually had a post-game interview with Draymond, and he said, quote, people in the States are rooting against us because we beat all their teams, which technically is true because he's playing a team out of the States.
Right.
But, yeah, man, it was
so one of the few times I actually liked
Draymond.
It's like, yeah, Because you know he had to tell Drake, now sit your light skin ass down. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, straight up. That's what he needs.
And yeah, what the fuck Drake gonna do? Really?
Nothing. So, game 2 is tomorrow. Looking forward to it. See, because this could mean if the Raptors take another one, then they have a commanding 2-0 lead over the Raptors. Over the Warriors. And, it's a little bit of a hole to climb out of. I mean, I know they're going back to Oracle, but still, these Raptors have shown that they can actually step with the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins actually played. He got a couple of good solid minutes.
Real?
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to play for the rest of the season, but
No
he
shit.
was back in there, but he wasn't much of a factor. So we'll monitor that. We'll watch that on Sunday. Now, let's move on to the Astros.
Let's go.
Before we talk about the game results, let me tell you a story about what happened with our boy Carlos Correa. So this past Tuesday, we had a game. Monday was Memorial Day. Tuesday was a night game, I believe it was. And so the manager put him on the starting sheet that he was going to play. Well, that Tuesday morning, he calls and says, "Hey, coach, my rib hurts." And then he goes and sees the doctor. 4 to 6 weeks out because of broken rib. Now, he says that he broke his rib from a massage.
You dumb as fuck.
But the same 10 minutes before Carlos Correa put out his statement saying he had a freak injury from a massage, his fiance, Daniela Rodriguez, puts out this Bible verse quote, basically like, "Lord, give me strength in these troublesome times," when people say these things or something like that. So a lot of people are thinking, hey, man,
what's really going on?
You don't break a rib from a massage. I've had a deep tissue massage from like a She-Hulk looking woman. Deep tissue massage.
You said deep tissue. Legit
Deep tissue massage from like a She-Hulk looking masseuse, and it hurt, but I didn't want to sound like a bitch because like she was like digging in there and hurting me.
Too late.
But she was like, "Is this pressure okay?" I was like, "Yeah." But to break a rib, dude, because that's a bone. That's a bone.
Yeah,
like, you really gotta. So,
and like you would have felt that. Like.
Yeah. So this is the video that Daniela Rodriguez put out on her YouTube page or whatever.
To my channel. I'm here with my fiance, and today we're going to talk about the very unfortunate event that happened just a few days ago.
The injury, a lot of the fans have been asking what happened, and I released a statement with the Astros. Yeah, so on Monday I got a regular scheduled day off that AJ have been planning for a long time, and Tuesday morning I woke up like a normal day, feeling great, and I had a scheduled massage like I do every single morning when I'm at home. Obviously taking care of my body, make sure I can go out there and perform every single day for my team and our fans. And unfortunately, it was not like every other day. It was I was getting a massage, and I was getting a massage on this area on the ribs, and I heard a crack when my masseuse pressed on this area over here on my ribs, and I looked at like what was that? Immediately after, my side started hurting when I was breathing, when I was walking, and at that point I figured something's not right. So I obviously called the Astros and let them know, and that's why I didn't play on Tuesday, because I was getting the MRIs, the CT scan to see what was going on. Unfortunately, the MRI revealed that I had a fracture on one of my ribs, and that's obviously not.
It had to happen that way. Of course, later on in life, hopefully we understand why it had to happen this way. And at this specific point in our lives, I also want to point out that a lot of people have taken this situation and just found a way to turn this all around on social media. And of course, social media has positive things, but it also has very negative things. People have gone on social media, and some people have taken the opportunity to blame me for the situation that occurred, and some people have gone to the extent of saying it was domestic violence, and we're just here to let you guys know that that is not a joke. Domestic violence is not something to joke around about. It's something very serious. People are actually going through that in life, and it's just not okay to say things like that. But of course, to all the fans that are being amazing and sending a positive comments, thank you guys so much from the bottom.
All right, that
What the fuck?
the
Like-
whole story, the explanation, it just doesn't make sense in my
It's
eyes. Like, it
even
doesn't
if-
pass the smell test.
I think even if it was fractured, dude, it's like you would have found it out way earlier on.
Yeah.
Because a fracture fucking hurts, bro.
It's a crack, like
Yes.
Because when you inhale, your rib cage
Yes.
expands because your lungs are
Exactly.
expanding.
So
Yeah.
you would have felt that. You would have felt that if it was a fracture, bro.
It doesn't pass the smell test.
and
to me,
then
man.
and
There's
then
just something
like
fishy
and then
about
all of a sudden
this.
it just broke. Like, get the fuck out, huh? Nah, I
There's
don't
something
know
fishy about that, and for her to like hit it like directly on the head, talking about how people are accusing her of domestic violence and stuff.
What, like, so she's whooping his ass? Like, what?
That's what she said people are accusing her of, which I can kind of see because
Kind of hot, but
you take a lot of blunt force to crack a rib.
yeah,
Like,
like you gotta get hit by a baseball bat
yes.
type shit, like,
Or
yeah.
punch really hard in the right, because those short ribs
Yeah,
at the top and the bottom,
At the
those are
right,
the more
yeah.
susceptible to break, right? So, man, I don't know what's going on
I
in the
don't
Correa
know.
household. It's just weird. He's out 4 to 6 weeks now. They have this annoying YouTube channel that she's on. Notice how at the beginning she was like, "Welcome to my YouTube channel."
yeah. I'm just
With
like,
my
well,
fiance, as if like he's not the reason that most of the people
Yeah,
like
I'm just
watch
like,
it.
what the fuck is
But
this? Like,
yeah, she has like a series, and
I mean, look, whatever.
I feel
Hope
like
he gets better.
I feel like if you're gonna lie about it, at least like say
honest
something
with-
like
yeah.
I fell off a ladder,
Some shit.
like
You know what I'm saying?
something happened. But
Look, I hope he feels better because we need him. And that's the end of that. You know,
we
It's like-
have a bunch of injuries now, man. Our injury list, we're like the Walking Dead right now. We got George Spring, or no, let me go through. Lance McCullers is out for the season because he had surgery on his elbow. Joe Smith, he tore his Achilles in the offseason. He's expected out until at least July 1st. George Springer hurt his hamstring. He's expected to be out till at least June 22nd. Max Stassi, catcher, he has a knee injury. He's expected out until at least June 5th. Aledmus Diaz, second baseman, he's out with a hamstring injury, expected to be out until at least June 6th. Jose Altuve has a hamstring injury as well. He's expected to be out till at least June 11th. Colin McHugh, who's a pitcher, he has an elbow injury. He's expected to be out to at least June 17th. And then Carlos Correa, with his recent thing, he's expected to be out till at least July 2nd.
And how many games we have left? A lot. What, like 30?
A lot. Because we're sitting at 38 and 20 overall.
So, okay, we're
182.
58 games in
Yeah, pretty much.
to make it to, oh, God, never mind.
Yeah, man. So they got to heal up.
How many
They got
games is it? Like 100 what?
182, 162 games in a season.
Yeah. So we have
it's
time
a
for them to get
long
healthy,
season,
but
yeah.
it's like, damn, dude.
It's going to be rough, bro. It's going to be rough. Hopefully they all heal up and get right. Hopefully everything works out because we're still up there in the rankings. We just got to sustain that. And they did sustain that last night against the Cubs. I mean, against the Athletics.
A's.
What am I saying? The A's. Yeah,
Athletics. We was watching the game together.
we
What
were
the
down.
fuck?
Yeah, we were down, and then Derek Fisher hit a home run, and then we won 3-2. So we're playing with our backups, and we're still holding it down. So we got another game versus the Athletics today at 9:07 p.m. because we're playing on the West Coast.
Fucking backups at the
Stupid
backups.
late games.
Okay.
I hate West Coast timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the game we got looking forward to. Justin Verlander's on the bump, going across Brett Anderson. So hopefully we get another win for JV. Yeah. So moving on from the Astros now, this debate because this comes from a report. Cubs Almora, he's the guy who hit that foul ball and he hits that girl.
Yep.
So let me tell you. Okay, so there's this debate. The Nets. So there's the baseball diamond right here, and it goes out to a little bit the Nets right there.
Okay.
So-
Like you're describing it,
Yeah.
but it's like
No.
the listener's not going to.
Yeah, well,
I get it.
So they have nets that go all the way to first base and third base, and then it stops, right? And then it stops. This girl that was hit and her dad were a little bit further past the net, and he was holding her in his arms, and she got hit in the head, and she had to get rushed to the hospital. Almora was really emotional after that because he saw it happen after he hit the foul ball. In that territory, there's signs that are saying, kind of enter at your own risk and stuff. Be aware, be vigilant or whatever. A lot of people are saying, hey, we should just prevent it altogether by extending the nets all the way to the foul poles. And then a lot of other people are being like, no, these are just isolated incidents. You just need to be aware when you're sitting there. You just need to pay attention.
Quick question.
So, yes.
So, of course, like I would say, he should never been there with his daughter.
Okay.
For one. Two, but it's like, we both been to baseball games.
Yeah.
Is everybody really paying attention?
No.
All the fucking time?
There's so
like,
much
come on.
going on.
Exactly.
You got the Jumbotron, you got food people, you got
it's not even that.
so many different players around. Yeah.
A lot of people just don't stay in their fucking seats the whole fucking
Exactly.
time. Dude. Everybody goes because it's a fucking baseball game.
Yeah. I
There's
remember
so
one
much time
time-
in between fucking innings.
Yeah, I remember one time I was at a baseball game and there was like a pigeon on the field, and I was looking at that pigeon for like a good 15, 20 minutes. I was like, they're not gonna do it.
Bro,
I could have gotten nailed in the head and I wouldn't even know.
I was at a fucking baseball game.
Yeah.
Barely even watched baseball.
Yeah.
I was drinking and fucking getting food and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just talking with my people that was there and
Yeah.
shit. I was barely watching the fucking game.
Okay, so what do you? So on the fence of this, on the side of this debate, are you for extending the fences, or do you think people should just be smart? Because do you trust people to be smart?
No.
So should you extend the nets?
Well, I also believe in survival of the fittest.
Natural selection.
Exactly, bro. Like, hey, if you don't pay attention, you deserve to get hit.
Yeah.
Not the little girl, but because she was 4.
Yeah.
She had no reason to be down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless like that was supposed to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Like
Because a lot of people that sit there so they can get like foul balls, they can catch them and
Of
have
course,
like a memento.
of course.
If you put the nets up, that gets rid of that experience.
that
and then
takes
they
away
say
from the
the
game.
netting gets rid of that visual experience too, because it's like the black.
Yeah,
netting.
yeah. So it takes away from the game. So we shouldn't.
You say no?
Yeah. Because before I was like, I guess safety should be higher.
Yeah.
But at the same time, natural selection.
Yeah. I say, I was along that same vein of thought.
Yeah.
But I don't trust people enough. I just think people are just really dumb. I don't trust myself to sit there.
If they're dumb,
Yeah.
they should be taken out anyway.
Shut the fuck up.
But
I don't
my
even trust
thing-
myself to sit in that seat and
True.
pay fully attention to every crack of the bat,
Right.
or whatever. Because there's so many times about the baseball game I'm talking to somebody and then you hear and then you look and you're like, what happened?
dude.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
Because me and you, because we actually went to a baseball game and we sat, 3 rows up?
Yeah.
From the field.
Yeah.
And bro, at the same time, you have a responsibility. Because every time, there was pitching and I heard that crack in the back, like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, every fucking time.
Just
Like,
used to
scared it out of my
just used to
fucking mind.
gunshots.
It's like, oh, God.
Who's shooting?
Bro, I'm just looking for balls. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
exactly.
God,
And you can't track it so easily.
You
You gotta
can't,
look for
bro.
a little bit. Yeah.
Bro, so I just, put my hands
Yeah.
over my head.
Well, that's
and
why a
shit,
lot of
you
people
know?
bring gloves too, because they want to catch.
Yeah,
it.
but I'm not
Yeah.
I don't play baseball,
But
so
that
I
just
don't know how to
further
catch a
proves my
motherfucker.
point. I don't trust myself. I don't trust other people to not get hit. And I think because people have been hit at baseball games before. Most of them have been adults, but I guess it's just really bringing light to the situation because it was a kid, like a baby, basically, that got hit. That it was national news. It was
But see,
on
my thing is,
ESPN,
there's
it
a
was
ton
on-
of kids in those rows, though. And
Yeah.
people act like, oh, no, there's never kids. Like, there's tons of kids
There's tons
in
of kids,
those fucking rows.
yeah, because they're the ones catching
what
the
I'm
balls
saying?
from the ball girls
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know how they're gonna go about this.
Wasn't there also, like, a story, like, somebody got hurt from one of those T-shirt cannons?
Oh
or whatever?
yeah, a woman was suing Orbit because he shot her with a T-shirt cannon. She broke her fingers.
Oh, that's okay. See, my thing is that's her dumb ass fault.
Yeah.
See, dumb people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, guys.
I guess she tried to snag it, and it.
Yeah, you know,
How is
palm
that?
that shit.
How is that Orbit's fault though?
Yeah,
It's not
that's
like he
your
pointed
fault.
it straight at you.
That's your fault, and that you're unathletic. Like,
Yeah,
that's on
that's
you.
your athletic. All right,
That's on
but some other MLB news. This is coming from Reddit post. This is posted by you Magic 24 Magi 24. He says Red Sox struggles due to new sign stealing rules. So sign stealing goes as follows. So the manager, he's standing outside the dugout and he's looking at the catcher, right? And you'll see him sometimes doing this stuff.
right.
That's a signal
Signs.
of pitches to pitch. And so the catcher looks at that, relays that same thing to the pitcher,
Right.
and then you'll see him like putting up these signs while he's squatting. That's a sign what pitch to throw.
Right.
Now, what some people can do is they look at the other dugout. They see what signs they're putting, and then they look at what pitch comes, and then they steal a sign, and then they memorize that. They have people on staff that memorize that and then relay that information.
Okay.
So then when they're batting, they know what pitch to look forward to.
Okay.
And then they hit, they make
Right.
contact because they caught it. Now, so now that you know about that, so as most of you know, this is the post. As most of you know, the Red Sox were caught using Apple Watches to steal signs in 2017, and Alex Cora's Astros and Red Sox were accused of using technology to steal signs countless times between 2017 and 2018. The MLB made a major overhaul of their rules regarding this in the offseason, and now all of a sudden, this looks like a whole new ball club. Mookie Betts is batting 60 points lower with way less power. JD Martinez is similar at 50 points less. And if you look at their team as a whole, the average is significantly less for a team that hammered their way to the World Series just a year ago. I'm just curious if anyone else thinks this can be attributed to sign stealing. In an age where microchips are the size of pencil tips, I think we have to be naive to think these guys wouldn't be using this type of advantage in their favor, particularly because it can make or cost them tens of millions of dollars. I honestly, because the Red Sox they've been struggling. They have their runs, but they've been struggling a lot from a World Series team. Like they've been struggling a lot. And sign stealings happen in baseball, but when you bring technology into it, that just makes it harder for it to do.
Adapt and overcome.
Yeah.
Stop being little bitches. Adapt and overcome.
Yeah.
Okay, like this been happening.
Yeah.
This been happening.
So I just thought that was really interesting because Alex Cora was on the Astros too, and he was. I remember after the World Series, they said Yu Darvish from the Dodgers. They said he was tipping pitches. Tipping pitches is every time before you throw a particular pitch, your body does something that tells.
Right.
It's like a tell. Like before you throw a curveball, your shoulder's up here. Before you throw a fastball, it's up down here. Just little things. And then they'll call it out to the batters. They'll be like, "Hey, he's throwing a fastball. Get ready." So that's tipping pitches. So Alex Cora has been linked to that stuff too. The Astros have been linked to sign stealing too.
Pretty sure everybody does it.
Everybody does it. It's just a matter of who gets caught. Everybody just takes part in it.
Right,
so.
but see, my thing is like, I'm okay with some cheating.
Yeah.
I'm okay with some cheating in
Just call it a competitive
in sports.
advantage.
Competitive advantage, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, now, like, as far as, like, deflating balls, kind of on the fence on that one.
yeah.
But, steroids,
That's
yeah,
like
I'm
the
a
first
fan of
comment is
that.
Boston is full of cheaters.
But, like, steroids,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
As long as everybody gets to use them.
As long as everybody gets
You
to
got to
use
even
them,
the playing field.
And then-
if you're going to
and
cheat,
then-
everybody got to cheat.
and it'll make more sense if we pay them this money.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, it was just like, and then we really see some superhuman shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's Captain America. Okay, but like some form of cheating is like sign stealing. Like to me, that's not really cheating.
Yeah.
Like even
just a
with the
competitive
technology,
advantage. It's just a
it's
competitive
competitive advantage. Just like, well, shit.
But
I mean,
everybody, if you're
it's
going to
the
do
meta
that,
now.
you got to let everybody do it to even the playing
But
field.
see, that's the thing. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
But like it's just a couple of people just being like, well, they're cheating. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Just change your game. Adapt
Just
and
change your
overcome,
game.
just like you said. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for baseball. I'm gonna let some breaking news come to you. Go ahead
Oh,
and pump
dude, I
that
have my
up.
water. Damn it. Okay,
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Go ahead and open 3.
Opening 3.
Lord, I got a big announcement coming today. Stay tuned.
I want 3 fights this year. I'm gonna get 3 fights this year. Then I'll give him one, no problem.
What would you do different? You dominated most of that fight. What would you do different now that you've
I
gone
won't
12
do
and-
nothing different because
I'm just saying,
All right, well, that video was trash. It had a lot of background video, but fuck it. Wilder announces Tyson Fury rematch is a done deal for early 2020. And you know how good that fight was, the first one? Remember when
Damn, that's
Tyson
gonna be
Fury
cra-
came up like the Undertaker
Yeah.
after getting knocked down?
Dude, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yep. I really wanted Wilder and Joshua to go at it, but I'm happy with this.
But yeah, because
I'm completely content with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because that
hell
was
yeah.
a hell of a fight.
2020? Yeah, I hope I don't work that day. I hope I don't work that day.
Yeah.
Whenever that day, whenever that fight comes out, I hope I
yep.
don't work that day.
Yep. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit! It's about to be another blockbuster fight that I'm gonna pirate."
Fucking that guy sounds like Jason Statham.
Statham, yeah. Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Jason Statham. But yeah, exciting.
Exciting, very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
Right. Let's get it in. Let's go.
Get it in. All right. So we got a UFC fight tonight. UFC Fight Night 153. We've got Volkan Ozdemir versus Ilir Latifi.
Yeah, that's people that I know.
I'm just saying, man. Daniel Tamor versus Sung Bing Jo. Damir Hadzovic versus Christos Giagos. Makwan Amirkhani versus Chris Fishgold. Light heavyweight fight. Jimmy Manuel versus Alexander Rakic. And then the main event, we've got Alexander Gustafsson versus Anthony Smith for a light heavyweight fight. And Anthony Smith is a guy who actually recently lost to John Jones, and Gustafsson lost to John Jones before that.
No women are fighting?
Well, they're in the undercard, but this is the main card right here.
Oh, okay.
So, good fight. Now, you had something you wanted to speak on. Go ahead and talk on it.
Hashtag masturbation ends wars. Look.
What?
Look, masturbation ends wars. Bro, look. Don't you think,
what?
like, and I'm not just talking about just like wars, like, you know, like countries fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like wars, like, you know, like you have a personal war with yourself. You know what I mean? Or, you know, you have a emotional war with somebody else. You know, like, why be angry when you can just masturbate real quick and just let it go? Because you know, like, when you masturbate, you're so relaxed and shit because it releases endorphins and shit, right? And, you know, it releases and you're just so relaxed. So
what
it's like,
is happening right now?
I'm just saying, before you get into, like, a certain situation, like, okay, like, if you think about, like, you're moving in with your girlfriend and you get a lot of anxiety from it. Instead of just smoking weed or something, just, you know, go to the bathroom for quick, you know, well, it really depends on the person. But, you know, quick 5 to 15 minutes, rub one out.
And
you should be good, and then you'll make logical decisions. Bro,
my God.
Every time I do it, like either I masturbate or after I have sex, bro, I'm at my most.
After?
Yeah, after I masturbate, after I have sex,
oh my God.
I'm at like my peak, like
focus.
Yeah, it's like as far as like
your Zen mode.
As far as like me thinking logically, you know what I mean, and just like just completely thinking.
Yeah.
Like, just completely thinking with no emotion, you know what I mean? Just, like, chill. Just, yeah.
Fully
I could
logic.
think, like, bro, if I played a chess game after I masturbate, I would be the shit. I would be the shit. Straight up.
This
has
been the strangest.
Bro, and look, I'm just saying, if this starts, hashtag masturbation ends wars, if this starts and becomes fucking viral on, like, Twitter or any social media, I'll be a fucking icon.
You'll be an icon?
I'll be a fucking icon.
You should tell it to Trump before he goes and bombs Iran.
He needs a lot.
More
like,
than masturbation.
he needs to masturbate a lot. Like, he needs to be locked into his bathroom a couple of hours.
But then he can't carry out his presidential
Give him some
duties.
lotion and some good porno. You know? He should be all right.
I mean, he could just afford another porn star, right?
I don't know if he bought her.
He did buy her. He paid $130,000 for Stormy Daniels.
But isn't that prostitution? That's prostitution.
I don't know.
No, because he paid for sex.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He paid
for her time, okay? He paid for
which
her
included sex.
I know. I don't know.
Pay for her time, bro.
Hey,
it's
man,
prostitution.
You know the law doesn't.
That's prostitution.
Yeah,
dude.
but you know the law doesn't affect you when you're rich.
And powerful. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pretty much what that is.
Whatever. Masturbation ends wars.
Okay. Hashtag masturbation.
Masturbation
I'm not hashtagging it, but
I mean, you could put it like on like our YouTube channel.
Fuck no.
Why not?
Okay, fine. Maybe. I'll
Hashtag
think about
masturbation.
it. But I guess just my usual TV show harps. Barry season 2 was a extreme success. I loved it.
Nice.
Really, really good storytelling, really good acting.
I just really like Bill Hader.
Bill Hader's really good. Very, very wide range of acting. Yeah.
Yes.
Chernobyl. I watched that on HBO.
Dog, people keep telling me about
Very
that.
good fucking show. It's crazy how they made it so good, even though you know what's gonna happen,
Right?
Because it really happened.
Fucking Russia, man.
Yeah, they really told the story in a really great light. So yeah, watch that. NBA Finals Game 2 tomorrow.
Fuck you.
We'll look forward to
Fuck
that.
that
So that's all I got. You got anything else other than your hashtag?
No, not really. You know, how's life going?
Life's good, man. Can't complain. Another summer coming by. Yeah.
So fucking vague. All right.
How's that vague? It's true.
It's vague as fuck. Me just working.
Yeah.
And working out. That's it.
That's good.
Hopefully by the end of the summer.
You gonna be cut diesel? Jack Diesel?
Cut. You know what I'm saying?
You work out with Rob. He's been working out too. He hasn't? I thought he said he was. He lost a little bit of weight.
Oh, has he?
Sorry, that's one of our friends, Rob. Yeah. But let's go. But yeah, that's all we got for today's episode. My name is Justin.
Oh, we may have a potential big project coming up.
Maybe. Stay tuned for that. Tuned. We will let you know about that.
We'll let you know when it's for sure.
Yeah, we don't want to, overhype it.
Exactly.
But
I'm excited for it though.
I'm excited for it too. I'm definitely excited for it too.
Yeah.
But like I said, my name is Justin.
Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Wow, Sham Amazing, Shama Bam Ding Dong. Signing out. Catch up guys later.
Sham Bam
goddamn. No, it's goddamn.
Fuck.
Man, fuck you. This is my introduction. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, but
Shut
that's
up.
like a staple.
Bro,
that's like the one I look forward to the most.
First of all, understand I do it different every fucking time I'm on here.
But
you
like
know
that's
that.
like the foundation. Sham
No,
Bam
it's not. It's
goddamn
Sham Wow. Sham Wow is the foundation.
Man,
what you talking
bye.
about? I fucking hate you.
Sham Bam goddamn.
Bye.